Hi everyone, this is Emily from Red Goddess Tarot, and I'm going to be reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for December 2017. Um, let's see. As you know, we had a supermoon, which is a amplified full moon in the sign of Gemini, and we had Mercury in retrograde. We had all those in the same day of December 3rd, and so we're feeling the energies of that this month. Just the time to let go of what we need to release so we can allow the new to come in. So I'm just going to ask you to use your intuition and let it guide you. And, if a spiritual team, helps you in that, I ask you to call upon your spiritual team for signs, signals, noises, words I say, cards that come up, anything that comes up for you that you resonate with. Just ask for um, guidance in that from your spiritual team and to let us know if this reading's for you. But if you clicked on it, then I would assume there's something in here for you. So just keep an open mind, take some deep breaths, clear out all the energies of everything and just allow yourself to enjoy the reading and get what you get from it. Take what you need, leave the rest. And I hope, oh goodness, that thing keeps going on. So I apologize, but I hope that, my intentions for all these readings are for these to be used for your highest good and the highest good of others. So I encourage you to keep that mindset as you watch. So with that being said, I'm also doing free readings for the month of December. So if you feel compelled, please email me. I leave my email and information in the box below. I can do it by the reading by voice or video chat, by phone, by making a personalized video for you, or you can come in person if you're in the North Carolina area. So just contact me, and I'm a little behind on readings because so many are coming in, but I am honoring everyone's wish, so just be patient with me as I get those done. So let's go ahead and get into the energies of Pisces for December 2017. And we use the Rider-Waite as the main deck, which is Tarot to Clarify, and also, if need be, we use the Angel Oracle advice cards from Doreen Virtue. We lay out 3 cards for each week. First, second, third, fourth week, and whatever is in the fourth week kind of flows into the extra days of the month. And so those are just the energies of the week. So what are the energies for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for December 2017? What are the energies for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for December 2017? All right. What are the energies for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising? What are the energies for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for December? Do one more. What are the energies for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for December 2017? Okay. So, for the first week, we have the Emperor, Major Arcana, the Emperor. Okay. Also in the first week, we have the World, Major Arcana. We have Strength, Major Arcana. So that first week of December had a lot of stuff going on. A lot of big events. So in the second week, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. second week. For the second week, we have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Okay. For the third week, we have Death, Major Arcana. And I tell people not to be frightened whenever they see that. This is a card of transformation. It's not a card of actual physical death. It's a means of, or it's a card of transformation, letting go of things, which kind of goes along with the theme of the supermoon and in Mercury in retrograde, is just allowing transcendence to allow transformation, letting go of things, let the new come in, be transformed. And then we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands in the third week. We have the Moon, Major Arcana, in the third week. And we have in the final weeks, we have the Magician. The Magician, Major Arcana. So, huge month for Pisces. Huge. We have the High Priestess sitting right next to the Magician. Okay, which is in the Major Arcana. The Magician is number 1. The High Priestess is number 2. They're kind of each other's counterpart. So keep that in mind. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. And underneath the deck, which is kind of the underlying energy, and kind of lets me know what's guiding the energy for the month, there is the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. So, very interesting month you have here. Kind of seems like, I'll go ahead and just give you a quick synopsis of what I see, and then we'll go into clarifying it. Oh my gosh, what is that? Anyways, I apologize. So, you have, it seems like a lot of you are within a relationship, and there's, I feel like I'm speaking to a lot of you Pisces, sun, moon, rising, mind you, that there's a relationship that's going on here, and it's being transformed. And it seems like it's a romantic relationship, whether you're married, you're committed, getting ready to commit. I feel like it's speaking to a lot of just different relationships, Pisces. So, and I feel like this relationship is in the midst of a transformation period. So whether or not you're going into a more committed season of the relationship, or you're making more commitments to each other, you're embarking upon spiritual knowledge together. Either way, the relationship is being transformed into something else, something better. So keep that in mind as we go in. Let's go ahead and clarify for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, December 2017. So please clarify the energies. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for December 2017. Please clarify. Pisces. Well, these cards. Okay, let's do one more. Please clarify the energies of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for December 2007. Okay. So, please clarify Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. December 2017. One more. What are the energies clarified for Pisces, December 2017? Okay. So on the Emperor Major Arcana, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups, clarifying the Emperor Major Arcana. We have the World, and clarifying that is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Over Strength, Major Arcana, we have the High Priestess, Major Arcana. And you have the High Priestess down here as well. So, kind of tells me what's going on. Ace of Pentacles, you have clarifying that, the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. On the Two of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, okay. On the Three of Swords, you have the Eight of Pentacles. And you have the Eight of Pentacles down here, mirroring it. Okay. On Death, Major Arcana, you have the Empress, Major Arcana. Okay. On the Four of Wands, we have the Five of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. On the Moon, Major Arcana, we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. On the Magician, Major Arcana, we have the Six of Swords. Okay. On the High Priestess, Major Arcana, we have the Hanged Man, Major Arcana. Okay. On the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. So, what this kind of tells me is a lot of you are in a relationship and you're wanting to work towards the next level, whatever that may be. Whether it's children, for some of you, I'm seeing children, the decision to have children, the decision to go forward. Maybe marriage is the next step. Maybe being in a monogamous relationship is the next step. However, this is, you've taken on this challenge kind of, and it's almost seeming burdenous, this challenge of taking it to the next step. There's a lot of blockages. There's a lot of illusions of blockages, mind you. Nothing is a block. It's merely a challenge. So, let's go into the energies of the first week. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Emperor. Okay. So some of you are dealing with an Aries. Okay. The Emperor is represented by Aries. See the ram right here. And then you have the Knight of Cups. So some of you are dealing with, like I said, an Aries. So I feel like that's going to resonate with some of you, and or whatever, or whomever this is. It feels like it's a masculine energy that you're dealing with. It could be male or female, but it's a masculine energy, a powerful fire energy maybe, but most definitely some of you are dealing with an Aries. And I feel like you're this person over here, the Knight of Cups. You know, cups are represented by water. Pisces is water. So you're coming in, offering yourself to this person, and for some reason they're putting up a block. They're blocking you from getting to this next level with them for some reason. Or maybe it's reversed. Maybe they're coming to you and you're putting up some kind of blockage from them, or moving to the next level. But I feel like I feel like the cards are saying, that maybe there's too much willingness and almost self-sacrificial on the part of this water energy here, which I believe is you, Pisces. And I feel like this person here is not allowing it, this Aries, or this, you know, this dominating force. I feel like this is a dominating force, isn't allowing it, because they kind of see that you're not giving from a place of, I feel, or I sense that it's coming from a place of fear. Giving this, I fear you're going to lose this, the fear of you losing this person. You know, there's a feeling of, I got to do this, this, and that, or else they're going to leave. They're going to do this. I don't feel like this person's going to leave. So, you have the World and the Ace of Cups. What this tells me is you are about to complete a phase within this relationship with this other person. And what the Ace of Cups tells me is a lot of you are, your partner has ended up pregnant, your husband, wife, or not your husband, either your wife is pregnant or you yourself are pregnant, but there's a child, or actually the Ace of Cups can also mean that there is a creative endeavor between you two, that there's a force of creativity, whether it be in the physical, which would be, a person, a child, or you two have created something together, like maybe you're artists or maybe you're musicians, and I don't know, I feel like some of you, maybe you're in a band or or some kind of a creative endeavor together that you've created together. So either way, there's a creation of sorts between you two, and this is the moment before transcendence. This is the moment before the new comes in. So you're about to complete a phase. So I think acknowledging what you've done so far is a part of this completion of the phase. Or maybe, there's about to be materialization of this. So maybe there's a baby about to be born. Maybe there's a creative idea that's about to be put out into the material world. So, but I feel like a lot of you that there's just a lot going on within this relationship. That's all I can say. There's new beginnings within this relationship. So you have Strength, Major Arcana with the High Priestess, okay? So, I see in the cards that, and also intuitively, that a lot of you are experiencing a lot of fear for some reason. Maybe some of you are pregnant, I feel like, and you're afraid by telling your partner that you'll lose them for some reason. Maybe they didn't want children. So the High Priestess encourages you to find inner strength. The High Priestess represents sacred knowledge, seeking answers through intuition, through our connections to our ancestors, our connections with the world around us, but mostly within ourselves, and finding that strength to perhaps tell them. I feel like that's the message I'm getting, is that, in the past with this person, maybe you've come to them with some things and you haven't felt accepted or that they would accept it. But either way, this is your journey, Pisces. This is your journey. It's no one else's. I mean, yes, you can have people within your life. You can have relationships. But this is still a part of your journey. And you have to be true to it. And you have to acknowledge it for what it is and find your inner strength. And know that the universe is seeing you through this. And knowing that your higher self is seeing you through this. However you identify with your higher power is seeing you through this. Okay, you're protected. You are blessed. And the answers lie within. So that's kind of the first week. So a lot of big energies there. So you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So it tells me what's going on with this combination of cards is there's something that's being offered to you in the material world. And like I said, this could be a child, this could be a creative endeavor, this could be a job. But this combination of cards is telling you to go for it, to show gratitude, but to also take this opportunity. This is the combination of opportunity, and to see the opportunity, to know that it's an opportunity. Okay? You have great opportunity in front of you in the realm of the material world, whatever that may be. Now you have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So you have the energy of two. So you're juggling, say the Two of Pentacles, juggling these two, you're juggling something within the material world and feel like you can't make a decision because you're juggling two things and you feel like you have to make a decision between two things. Okay, well, in my experience, in my training, in my, just in my training mostly, in therapy, in psychotherapy and stuff like that, they teach what's called dialectical behavioral therapy. Some of you may be privy to what that is, but if not, I'm going to explain it real quick. The idea behind dialectical behavioral therapy, it's based on Buddhist principles and Buddhist philosophy, in the sense that two opposing ideas or entities, things, two opposing of anything, yin yang, can exist in the same space simultaneously in peace and harmony. But they're opposing viewpoints, people, places, things, ideology, whatever it may be. So I think what this is encouraging you to do is to, whatever this energy is that you're juggling, accept what it is. You don't have to juggle it, just let it be. Don't try to manage it, just let it exist. Whatever it is. What this combination of cards is showing me is you're trying to take too much control into your own hands. That's something that perhaps is something we truly don't control. I feel like it's outside of yourself that you're trying to control. We only have control of ourselves. So decide what's within your universe that you're bringing in, that you're trying to control, that's really not your place to control. Because it's creating a lot of this, a lot of indecision, a lot of feeling stuck. So, take off the blinders, put the swords down, stop juggling, and let it be. Let it do its own thing. Okay? So that's that. So also in the second week, we have the Three of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. What this combination tells me is that your heart is on the mend. For some reason, maybe there was some betrayal in your relationship. Maybe a lot of you experienced some kind of heartache in the past, and you're having to deal with that past wound within the relationship you're in now. And I feel like a lot of you are trying to find a way to distract from the healing process through your work. A lot of you are becoming disordered in managing the balance of your life. You're overdoing it at work. Now, this card represents apprenticeship, hard work, discovering new things through work. But I feel, or what is going on in the cards is that we're overdoing it in the work arena to avoid healing. We don't want to have to experience that. But the only way out of something is through it. That's, because if we avoid things, it's just, we never allow ourselves to heal. So you have death, which is a means of transformation, rebirth, kind of going through the way I kind of envisioned the death card is going through a car wash. You've got all this dirt, grime, muck, things you've picked up throughout life, throughout your phases and periods of time, and death comes in to transform, to make you anew. It's not as a means of a physical death. It can mean that sometimes, but typically no. It's just a means of transformation. And what this is encouraging you to do, this combination of cards, is to relish in yourself, Pisces, to relish in all the beauty that you bring to the world, because you have such innate gifts and you bring such insight to so many people, that what you do have is this polished, refined self that has been covered in experience over time. Now is the time to release those experiences and stand as your own, as the Empress. Now, this could be man or woman or child, and also this is the card of pregnancy. This is also a pregnancy card. So like I said, I feel like a lot of you are pregnant, and I feel like that this is the transformation that you're going through, is, connection with your baby, connecting with that, connecting with, if you're a female, connecting with your femininity, with your divine vessel that is able to give life. And if you're a male, I feel like that this is encouraging you to connect with, the mother of your child. Or, if you're in a same-sex relationship, to connect with your partner, male or female, connecting with your partner, getting back to why you got together in the first place, celebrating this life that you created together. Okay, so don't let the remnants of your past run the gamut of the future in your present, is what that combination card says. So, we have the Four of Wands and the Five of Wands. So we have a lot. I'd say we have a 4 and a 5. So there's really no balance. It's not two even numbers. We've got an even and an odd. So things are at odds right now. The Four of Wands is like the wedding card. So I feel like a lot of you are getting married. So, or are renewing your vows. Or you're taking the next step in your relationship, as I said. But there are things that you're allowing to interfere with this next level. You're allowing things to come in, whether it's thoughts, whether it's the actions and words or things of other people. You're allowing it to affect what could be your happiness right now. So the challenge of this card is to acknowledge what's coming in and put up that boundary of, no, I'm going to be happy. I deserve this. And I'm not going to allow you to come into my world, my universe, and try to destroy something beautiful and great. You're on just, telling that energy or that person or whatever it may be, like, no. Just learning to say no. Absolutely not. And really feeling it, protecting ourselves in a good way, from things that wish us harm or wish to. So let's go into this energy. The Moon, Major Arcana, and the Seven of Swords. So the Moon gives light to the darkness. It sheds light on what we are not aware of, what within ourselves we're not aware of, what within our universe are we not aware of. So listening to our intuition, so I feel like with a lot of you, a lot of things are coming up now that are helping you realize that there's some things we need to look at as what's going on in our world. What are we allowing? And it seems like what a lot of us are allowing, or a lot of you as Pisces are allowing, is deception, whether it's self-deception or the deception of others. Okay? That's the Seven of Swords. Manipulation, deception, theft, whether it be emotional or physical, mental. Who are we allowing to do this to us? What are we allowing ourselves to do to ourselves? So listen to your intuition. It will never lead you astray. All the answers are there. So, the energy that is seen here is the Magician. Okay? And we have the Six of Swords. So it seems as though, the Magician realizes he's the master of his world. And he embodies a balance, but he doesn't have it figured out yet. That's what the world card represents is the completion of a cycle. This Magician has just begun. This is a beginning, a new beginning. And it's what this card tells me is through this new beginning, you're leaving things that do not serve you behind. Some of you are moving, physically moving. Some of you are metaphorically moving past a lot of things that keep you from your highest good. Because the magician is, he knows his world, he knows what's available to him, and he's learning how to use it to his highest good and to the highest good of others. It's one of my favorite cards in the Major Arcana. And right next to it, you have his counterpart with the Hanged Man. Now, the High Priestess, as I said before, up here, is you have this twice in your reading, is your intuition is trying to tell you something. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how do I listen to my intuition? It's not this voice I hear in my head. Well, the Hanged Man is telling you, okay, to remove yourself from the ego, okay? To look at things from a different perspective, from an objective perspective, with no preconceived notions, with no judgments, just seeing things how they are and observing it. Just merely observing and not jumping in to act, but just hanging yourself and seeing things from a different perspective, zooming out of situations and looking at things just for how they are. Your part in it, other people's part in it, and just seeing the big picture. Okay, and the fact that you have the Magician here with the High Priestess, like I said, they're counterparts to each other. I feel that this is definitely a relationship. What's in the cards is this is a relationship. A lot of you are taking your relationship to the next level of marriage, but a lot of you in marriage and commitment and children, but a lot of you, really what's going on is a lot of you are taking some spiritual initiative, spiritual growth together. Growing together spiritually and honing in on your own spiritual gifts and divine gifts and working as the Magician and the High Priestess together to wield the world that you wish for your highest good in others. But it's taking this position of the Hanged Man and observing objectively as to what is going on in your life exactly. What do you need to change? What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to keep? What do you need to let in? All these different things is going to help you towards your highest good. Okay, so I love that. That's a beautiful, beautiful combination. The Magician and the High Priestess right next to each other. Okay, and the Hanged Man on top of the High Priestess. So we have the Eight of Pentacles again, mirroring the Eight of Pentacles up here. So I feel, I had someone comment in one of my videos that they said that
it's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. That whenever I say I feel, it's annoying. So I'm trying. I mean, I take suggestions. So I thank you for your suggestion. And so I'm trying. I just want to let that person know I'm trying to use other words and other phrases than I feel. Because I can imagine that probably does get annoying. So just bear with me as I transform myself. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here, and we have the Queen of Swords. So what this tells me is some of you kind of are going back to work. Some of you are taking on a different job, even maybe starting at a lower level than you're used to, maybe as an apprentice or an intern. But however, you kind of have this foot in the door of kind of doing what you love, I think. But I feel like you haven't realized it yet because you see all these pentacles here. You're really building something, but it's a matter of being aware of that you actually are building something. And I feel, what's going on here is the Queen of Swords. You know, a lot of you have a feminine air sign energy or an air sign energy, possibly a Libra energy. You know, maybe this is saying the Libra, you know, is represented by scales. Maybe it's saying to balance this energy again, because this is what this said, is we're not dealing with wounds of the past because we're working too hard. It's the exact same card, the Eight of Pentacles. You got it twice. So maybe this is Libra coming in and saying, balance, 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 balance. That's what the cards are saying. That's what intuition is saying. That's what source is saying, is balance. I don't feel like this is a person per se. It could be for some of you, but for a lot of you, it's just Libra coming in and saying, balance, balance yourself, balance the scales. Extremes are not good. So let's go into the Angel Oracle cards. Let's just pull one card because I think we have a general theme of what's going on for a lot of you. So let's see the advice of the angels for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, December 2017. What is the advice via the angels for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, December 2017? What is the advice of the angels for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, December 2017? Do one more. What is the advice of the angels for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, December 2? Okay. There we have it. Peaceful resolution. Peaceful resolution. That is your advice from the angels of Pisces to Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Peaceful resolution. And what I think, what this card is saying, not what I think is saying, but what this is saying, affirmation is resolution within yourself and with others. Peaceful resolution. Not combative energy like the Five of Wands. Not giving in to the combative nature of others. Not giving in to our combative nature. Peaceful resolution. However that comes to you, but do it peacefully. Resolve within yourself and with others a peaceful nature for your highest good and for theirs. Okay? So thank you for letting me read for you, Pisces. It's always an honor. And, you know, I see great things for you. I see great changes, great transformation. And I hope that you got something out of this reading. And I leave you in peace and love and light. Happy holidays to those who celebrate, those who don't. I wish you the best of December and brand new beginnings and wonderful starts for the new year. So just keep an eye out for different readings I'll be doing throughout the month. And like I said, email me if you would like a personalized free reading for the month of December. Thank you. Love you all.